Okay, let's go to the cavern of Zartuk. Come upon the opening to a small cave. Putrid gusts of hot air purr from deep within, and you hear the faint chitter and hiss of Zarib's in earnest conversation. Drift of brittle bones as they creep into a Zarib lair.
Oh?
What can I do you for? Moeth, Ixie, Oneth!
Huh? Mm-hmm.
I guess that did F all.
Scallywags Hoke.
Take him down.
See, that order's too tall.
Moeth, Ixie, Oneth!
Ulu Sen!
Say your prayers! That would be a no.
Protection plus 15.
See you must me too.
Lava beyond sick!
What for, Cap? Aye.
Lava, that's not...
Soul ignitions. Weaken it.
See you must me too, man.
helpful.
What for, Cap? Captain? What for, Cap?
Took them up pretty easily. Not bad.
Captain?
Taking
Aye.
loot. So is that it?
See you must me too, man.
That'll teach you.
What for, Cap?
Guess that's it. Get out the way. Took care of that pretty easily. Does this mean I can name this island? We're about to find out. Yes, we can. This island. This island. Let's go see what this ruined tower of all. Interesting. Oh boy. Look at all these dead bodies. Okay. Bones crunch underfoot. Strewn across the sand are skeletons half buried in wind-blown dunes, or lying bleached and baking in the sun. Their corpses still wear the tattered remnants of their clothing, their packs tangled in their limbs. Worms like vultures high above you. Search the skeletons. You approach the near skeleton and obtain the pack from its remains. As you disturb the skeleton, several sand blights rise from the desert and create custom vegetables for you. Oh boy. That's cursed. Here.
Moe, Ixie, Ona.
Mas me too, man.
Yeah? Let's go! Take a gander over there.
Lava will be on sick.
Attack him. You attack him.
Hey! That wasn't half bad.
That was a powerful action. $30 to 40 damage, two-handed exceptional. Plus 30% damage, plus 8 accuracy, plus 2 penetration, plus 20% crit. 25% chance of scoring a kill with this weapon. 2 friends of the wielder. I'm wrong, the rest of the wield. But deals increased damage or above damage. Above accuracy 3 penetration.
Take that!
Yeah! What for,
Moe,
Captain?
Ixie, Ona.
Watch me work.
I guess. Oh, so there are human packs here. So I'm assuming those little sand blights were like their ghosts or something. Bruh, get that, John. Pyrite.
Captain, done and done.
Yes, sir. Alright. Does bring us here. You gained a scroll of Thrust of Tattered Veils. Don't know what that means. Let's see. Keep searching. Beyond Vitara. 64 golden soul. There we go. Mapping. Return to Sansa. I have charted both of the islands in this region. Sansa will want an update on my progress and the opportunity to fill out his charts. He'll be waiting for me at his shop in Queen's Berth in Nekitaka. Could do this, to be honest. Before where to go? On a large island near the Karatapu Channel, southwest of Nekitaka. Here's Nekitaka, southwest. It's here. It has to be. Yeah, there. Spice Island. Folks. He's a deckhand. Helmsman, deckhand. He's a 3-star deckhand. He's a 2-star surgeon. 3-star surgeon. Cannoneer, cannoneer. Minus 200 meters to 500. They may be weaker, but their range is just 150 to 400. $250 to $350, $250 to $350. Long, and when they're closer, we can hit them with this. It's a better combination. This might be where that quest is. Lost dues in good faith. Find the ancient temple near the Karatapaku channel. This battleground, let's see what this is about. What's this about first? Water. Can't do much here. Dried represents how quickly a character can run in combat. This hide. Let's quick save and go to this temple. After hours spent wandering through the desert, you stumble into a lush oasis nestled against the base of a massive pyramid. You search for an entrance. You finally spy one at the very top of a long staircase. Ascend the pyramid. It's a long climb, but that doesn't stop you. Drenched in sweat, you finally enter the welcome shade of the room.
Sometimes Aethys likes to keep the candles burning in his church when no one's around. But that ain't Aethys.
Well, that's a little creepy.
Sure.
Enemies, creepy little statues.
You hear that? Whispers in the darkness. Whispers from the grave.
Nice that they got a whole room where their skeletons can relax.
It's a ghost, the translucent visage of an Orlon glows before you. At your approach, it shimmers. You are swallowed by a tide of bewilderment. Reach for the soul. As your mind strains toward the confused soul, the presence of other spirits begin to prick at the edge of awareness. You sense their rage is directed not only at the bright soul, but at your intrusion. A rush of grisly images flash before you. Sadistic murders, violent torture, and worse. A din of spiteful whispers assaults your mind. As the depraved souls relive their gruesome crimes, they take glee in the terror of their victims. The confusion of the bright soul lessens. Emboldened by your presence, it shines with a steady azure glow. The whispering souls retreat to the shadows. Your mind clears. You extend your perceptions to the bright soul, and it reaches out to you in turn. The world slips away. You wake with a start, unable to breathe. Somehow, someone covers your mouth with their hand, their grip so tight you can taste the salt in their sweat. You're hauled by your bed. From your bed by two, no, three dark figures. They drag you screaming down the stairs and toss you into the road. Spirit, you stumble to your feet, only to be painfully thrown back down. Taut ropes bite into the flesh of your wrists. Murderer accuses one. Betrayer shouts another. Your neighbors watch from their windows. Mouths agape, none of them come to help. Boy, I don't like where this is going. They turn away as you scream. Their names feel a jolt. You feel a jolt on the back of your head, and darkness envelops you. Basically, get knocked unconscious. When you come to your knees, ache against cold sandstone. You betrayed nothing, killed no one. Confusion and pain swirl in each panic plea. Hardened eyes stare back at you through slits in an expressionless mask. You find no reprieve in them. Words are spoken but lost within the rhythmic pounding in your head. This can't be happening. The masked figure demands justice. A sword swings and you feel the hot bite of steel against your neck. Oblivion rolls over you like a tide. Abruptly, you find yourself back in the ruin. The confused spirit pleads to you without words, its shimmering glow almost childlike. You were executed for a crime you didn't commit. It wasn't your fault. We all die. At least it was quick. I'll avenge you. Tell me where I can find your murderers. Come, it's time to leave this world behind. The spirit flashes a narrow stone staircase. A large chamber, a looming statue of Vodika. Close, the spirit says. Deeper. I see.
If you've seen what you need to see, Watcher, I'd like to fulfill my duty and reap this soul. Will you allow it?
Light slices eerily across her face. Go ahead. With the rattling shake, the lantern's otherworldly light flares and the soul is sucked inside. A hard shudder racks the Shodi forward and she moans, sweat beating on her brow. Jealous whispers return with renewed malice. The guilt of the damned bears down upon you, an unholy chill that sinks deep into your bones, your very marrow running cold as ice. Unnatural shadow dance in the darkness.
Could be a fight.
Oh boy.
Take him down.
Sirmas me too,
Moe, Ixi, Ona!
Ulu Sen. Lava will be on sick.
Team up on them and just mash away. Overwhelm them with number and offense, baby. Let the AI do its work. Spirit residue, huh?
Right.
Deeper into this place. How? Seems to be some type of door.
On it.
So they were kind of like an inquisition, unjustly killing people in the name of justice, in the name of Vodika. I wonder what she thinks of this. Next time I get a chance, I should ask her. Interesting. Bloody note. Dangerous creatures have made this sacred place their home. If it is Vodika's will that they remain, it is not our place to disturb them. Further, remember that we are not here as looters. Anyone caught thieving will meet the Strangler's justice. Let Kudwina's death be an example to you all. Inquisitor Laudwin.
Scallywags ho, Cap.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Sirmas me too.
Let's do a little bit of a fireball situation here, buddy.
Athnic worth and rock.
Ixi, Ona!
Tell me, I shall deal with this one.
Sirmas me too,
Ulu Sen.
guy. Who the hell? What happened to her? Oh, my blue skin. Oh my, she got wrecked too. Oh, it's really interesting.
Hey, watch out. Take him down.
Cierras mi zoom.
Ixie honor.
Yes?
Let's hire it out!
Cierras mi zoom.
Worse than rough.
Tell me.
Let's go.
This is most unpleasant.
I reap what I sow.
Ulu sen.
You kill him. You kill. Attack him. Recall agony.
Cierras mi zoom. Fare thee well, Cogs. What for, Cap?
Lavaru beyond seek.
See you, Captain.
Is that a person? Oh no, it's not. There is a person here. Damn, he got wrecked. You can see the outside from here. Oh.
I've got it.
Done and done.
Huh?
I've got it.
Hmm?
Downstairs. Deeper, deeper, deeper yet. Big, creepy ass pyramid.
You might find this interesting.
Pyramid. It's very old. I wonder who built it. Some great advanced civilization, most definitely. Entering the main floor because it's taking a while to load. Automatically.
I wonder what this is.
Tomorrow would have been belaying us for a rest by now.
Yeah, sure.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
See what's
Enemies ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, look at these things. These are hideous. God, let's do it.
That's me too.
This is futile!
Lava Ruby on seek.
Seer must me too.
Mo, Ix, Honor.
Take him down.
Now you be right screwed.
Lava Ruby on seek.
Yeah, I like the dark. Happy to oblige.
What do you need?
Let's go.
Something I can do?
Me too.
That's still on Rottogast.
Yeah.
Hmm?
That's right.
Ew. Disgusting.
Hmm? Good thinking.
What a royal for the teaming of countless tiny maggots.
Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
Cody sways on her feet, a soft low moan easing from her throat. She rubs thumb over her bitten lips. You feeling okay? Sweat trickles from her temple, drip from her chin. Her eyes are hazy, far off.
Watcher.
Slowly she swallows, throat working to bring her voice back or to keep her meal down.
It's nothing but awakened terror. Soon to pass.
You may want to aim away from our watcher there if it's gonna pass out of your mouth. Sorry. I know you're going through something there.
You could call it something, all right.
She tilts her head, low pitched as if she can't tell if she's poking fun at her or not. You should hear him out, Shodi. Give her some comfort. She curls into the embrace, breathing a contented sigh against your chest before she pulls back.
Watcher. Don't.
Her voice breaks low in chorus and her eyes start to the right before she...
You see those shambling corpses too?
At her hastily whispered words, the hair on the back of her neck stands on end. You glance around just to be safe, but there's nothing to be seen. Nothing unusual anyway, even in the direction she'll be staring and fixed. What do you see?
I see a body of stitched together parts and flayed flesh. It's got 3 heads and 4 stretched limbs. On each of its heads curves 3 white horns from above 3 blind eyes.
I love that.
The beast is big as a mountain, and shambling toward us beneath the sun turns black as slow.
Oh god. Eyes roll skyward, and she teeters on her heels as if she's riding a cusp of a seizure. The lantern rattles in her grip, she exhales a sigh.
I know it ain't really there. Lately, it's been getting worse. Some nights I wake sweaty and shaking. Other times, I'm already awake. I got my eyes wide open, staring down the darkness, watching one lantern after another flickering out, and every soul looks so ripe, darn near rotten with a need for reaping.
We can relight the lanterns of hell given enough time. All is not lost. What does that mean?
Dark days are coming for Kithkind. When the last light of hell burns out, the final harvest will be upon us. I think we might all die out. But does Gon want me to stop it? Or to help?
We can relight it.
I sure hope you're right, Watcher. 'Cause if you're wrong...
Nervously, she drinks her lantern.
No. I know you're right. Gon's chosen me, so until I figure out what's needed of me, I'll do my darndest to help you on your path. We'll figure this out together.
Shoulders squared, she looks off into the distance. Is there anything else we can alleviate your nightmare?
I'm carrying more souls than I've ever shepherded before. So, I don't know that it'll work this time, but used to be. When the dreams were riding me hard, I'd cleanse my soul before Gon. If we stop by the temple in Nekataka, I can perform the ritual. Please, I need the relief. It won't take more than a minute under Gon's statue, that's all.
Yeah, that's where we're headed next after we finish up here. Good God, our asses kept getting handed to us. Let's... Get meat. Institution. Rest. In this deadly temple. Factually. Institution. -1 Orlon, +1 Marinus Port. 16 base. Quick save. Short. -15% damage taken. Save. That's
Right.
Be it. Here we go.
By decree of the Queen that was and the will of the Steel Garrote, you will meet justice. Kneel, Oswald, and be tried for your crimes.
Oh,
Wait! I can pay you. I can make you all rich. Just let me go.
Your bribes fall on deaf ears.
Would you say
Oathbreaker.
this is gonna
we
be a
seek
trial
only
by
to exact
fire?
Wartaka's justice.
Huh? What? But I did.
As you enter the large chamber at the bottom of the pyramid, you notice a sizable group of well-armed people dressed in raiments of steel garret. In the center of the group kneels a man, bound by the wrists. He looks around wildly, his eyes widen when they fall upon you.
You intrude on the deliberations of the court of Woodica, outsider.
Inquisitor
Choose your
Lodwing.
next actions carefully, lest the queen that was turn her gaze to you as well.
Although she kinda already has, and I've spoken to her. I think she's more on my side than yours, Inquisitor Lodwing. The man on the floor is an elderly elf, clad in dirty clothes, his face contorted in the expression of a cornered animal.
Oh, thank the gods, please! Get me out of here, they're mad! They're all mad!
6 of them, good lord.
They mean to put me on trial for oath-breaking of all things. They say I betrayed the Idiran Empire, but I haven't been back there in over 100 years.
Be silent, or I will make you so.
Oh,
State your purpose now, or die with him.
She turns her steely gaze on you. Through the slits in her mask, you can see the glint of her eyes. Do you condemn the innocent out of spite or mere incompetence? The Inquisitor bristles her impertinent question. Your impertinent question. She grabs her sword hilt and begins to step forward, but stops herself suddenly uncertain. Her followers share pointed looks with one another, saying and say nothing to challenge or defend her.
Explain.
Leather creaks as the Inquisitor hands tighten on the hilt of her sword. I'm a watcher. I've conversed with the tortured souls that met your justice. Not all were guilty.
Ah, the Watcher of Cadnua graces our presence. Your deeds are well known to this court.
Turn is dangerously short.
Those that attempt to lie to me find I am not easily fooled. Tell me, Watcher, how many of these souls do you claim were innocent?
A handful, too many to count. A 1. She stares at you intently for several moments, her eyes as unreadable as the mask that hides her features.
Even should you speak truthfully, you must see the wisdom of these proceedings. Imagine the greater good achieved by dispensing the reckoning this filth deserves. Would you prefer these monsters walk free at the expense of the truly innocent?
And who holds them accountable for serving the greater good? Who ensures they do not become the same as those they hunt? Theos also believed he was an authority unto himself, and he wielded that authority to the detriment of many, many people.
Yep. Anti-letting me. Theos Ex Arcanon was a member of the Ingridian civilization and Grandmaster of the Letting Key, an organization devoted to keeping the secrets of the gods. Having allied with the goddess Woruka, Theos possessed the power to recall the memories of all his past lives, making him one of history's most notorious schemers. He was killed by the Watcher of Cadnua, bringing an end to the Deerwood's Hollowborn crisis. What about this man? A death sentence for oath-breaking is extreme. I see only vigilante justice. Any mistake in your judgment proves my point. I bow to the court's judgment. A masked murderer lectured me on justice at Surge. What about this man? A death sentence for oath-breaking is extreme.
Oath-breakers are the bane of the McQueen, my queen. A benign enough crime on the surface, but an oath broken plants the seed of far greater atrocities. Families are torn asunder with a broken vow. Cities fall to ruin upon promises abandoned. What war has not been birthed in treachery? Take this one. He forsook oaths to emperor and country both to fight amongst rebels in the War of Defiance. How many lives might have been spared without treason such as his? No, Watcher. Without one's word, one is nothing. Less than nothing. Would you give your life to defend one such as he?
A pile and a half of gold shit, Cap. An oath be only so binding as the worth of the person you swore it to.
A pile and a half of gold should cat, and old only be binding as the worth of the person he swore it to. He scowls openly at the Inquisitor. I see only vigilante justice.
You have no authority in the court of Woodica. Only the queen that was holds sway here. I pray your soul learns from your mistakes on its next turn about the wheel.
Moeth, Ixi, Honor. Moeth, Ixie, Honor!
Yeah! Take him down!
Death, take you!
Thinks you got the decent to die?
Be blowing a man down.
Ulu, fish.
Lava, beyond seek.
Me too.
How may I help?
That's not very helpful.
Alright. They all got killed. Blessed Incense, +2 history, +2 insight, +2.
I owe you a debt too large to repay, stranger. How did you ever find me all the way out here? Did Inalis send you?
Actually, Khan sent me.
That tenacious little wretch. I owe her my thanks. And a drink. Several drinks. And a fair bit of money, too. Those steel garrote zealots have been after me for decades. Good riddance.
You owe Khan some money, fork it over.
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed.
You're broke, aren't you?
Yes. Unfortunate business mishap. You know how it is, I'm sure.
Good lord, dude. Seriously, Oswald?
Lesson to be learned here. A copper stolen be safer than a copper borrowed.
That is so true, Seraphin. Don't make me grab you by the ankles and shake.
Shake all you like. You'll find naught but some lint and a mouldering old handkerchief. Well, and this old ring. It's the last possession of any value I own. Here, take it.
Presses the length of the string. Blah, blah, blah.
You have a ship, don't you? Of course you do. How else would you have gotten to this benighted island? Let me join your crew.
Oh. Why did the Inquisitor have you on trial exactly?
After what you did for me, well, I suppose you have the right to hear the truth of things.
Especially if you want to join my crew.
Rather.
I'm not just gonna accept you if you're some crazy ass dude.
You remember that the Deerwood was once a colony of Adir, yes? Well, I was one of the first colonists to set foot on that benight. When it became evident the Deerwood intended to revolt, I took their side in the War of Defiance against the country of my birth. I'm sure you'll be astounded to learn the powers that be in Adir didn't much like that. The Steel Garrot's been after me for my grave transgression ever since.
That was over 150 years ago. They've been hunting you for all this time.
Those Steel Garrote hounds are relentless. But it should be a couple of years before they find me again, thanks to you. At least, I hope as much.
The shoulders slump. Welcome aboard, Oswald. What could you offer me as a member of my crew?
It's no secret I'm an old man. Now, I might not be able to hoist a mainsail any longer, but I've picked up a thing or two about navigation in my decades of traveling. And I don't care much for coin, I can tell you that. An extra ration of rum here and there, and I'll be perfectly contented.
Welcome aboard, Oswald.
Thank you, my friend. I owe you a debt twice over.
Wodica, there you are. You are big, girl. Send us all the way back. Interesting. Now that he's part of our crew, go with you to Oswald. Dude, just a navigator helmsman. Navigator. Deccan. I hope you're actually useful, buddy. We got a couple of quests. We got her. We got Temple of Dawn. We got a. Hear about that. These two right here, that's right. These three, really. And also pursue the main quest in addition to those 3 side quests. Turn in the map quest, talk to Khan about Oswald. He did join my crew, so I can have to say something. And then go to the Temple of Dawn to cleanse Shodi. Queen's Bird, the Gullet. First, let's go to Queen's Birth. Go to his Emporium first. What's up, Sansa? Is he dead? The fuck?
Welcome back, welcome back.
Oh.
It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you?
I've got the material for your book.
Ah, how exciting. Let's see here. Goodness, that's not what I was expecting. And so close to Porto Maggi. You've done wonderfully. Ah, this book will be the best thing since Cassini's adventures, and that was all romantic rubbish. Here, your pay, my friend. We're only getting started, of course. There's more to see. Tikawara next, I think. How does that strike you? It's a little Huana village out to the southeast. 3 islands this time, all nameless and unloved. They form a little triangle around Tikawara, if you squint. I
guess they're small islands. It's pretty new, though the location has limited access to food. It's close to legendary Angritan ruins known to the Huana as Poco Kohara.
I'll be waiting.
3 levels higher. Alright, let's go to the inn and make sure that she gets the news. I feel bad for Oswald, so I let him join my crew. Plus his experience, you know, gonna let the old man just die. At least he'll be under my protection for some time. Here we go. Bruh. Yeah, I think a lot of these quests are going above the level that I currently am, because I need to progress more in the main quest, and as I do, I'll unlock some of the other parts of the map, which will make some of these quests that are too high more accessible. Ah, there she is.
Don't you have a temple to find?
I found Oswald.
And? Where is he? Did you get my money?
Funny thing, but Oswald's flag broke, not a copper to his name. He's part of my crew. I'll help him out. Here.
So you do.
A small smile tugged at the corner of her lips. Seraphine's eyes closed as he nods along.
It wasn't what I was hoping for, but I suppose that'll have to do.
Crown gives you a broad, charming, buck-toothed smile and leaves, trying to give you a little wave before departing out the door. So she actually does wave. Oh, she just disappeared.
Ado, you return. When the dancers see more than...
See, she's just depressed. Oh, we... Mapping the upper color to take the heart out. To where the lantern of the lighted path are connected. Except in all these. Alright, let's go.
Now, what can I do for you? You see anything?
Dexterity, their vision is reflecting in spells. I like the deflecting spell part for most of my characters.
Hey, Shodi. Those dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. happens when I stand face to face with my God and he reveals what he intends for me? What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together.
The Brass Citadel. As the big group notices you walking and pushes through the street.
Look what's finally washed into port.
Oh Lord.
Hold up, Cap. That be Malnage, the High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire herself, awaiting us like a shark in hate.
Ahoy, Malnage.
Captain, I've heard a mess and a half about you. Mostly good. Though I see your tasting company could use some refining.
The Orlan Justice to Seraphine with a smirk.
Typical Malnage. Can't match my skill, so you try to spew shit.
Boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be naught more than the untrained fumbling of an Adheran maid to the refined workings of my mind.
See, so she's a big player. I think she claims to be the best navigator, ship hunter, along with Seraphine. Third. I'll bring it to him, Malnage.
I've heard about your run-ins with Captains Benweth and Ferrante. Meeting the old Principe seems like. Almost makes a girl green. The envy of missing the party.
She grins, her mouth filled with sharp yellow teeth.
I'm tracking a man by the name of Rimaro. Traitor to the cause.
Romaro ain't no traitor, you mind-blind sack of squid squirts.
Seraphine growls, fist tight, fur bristling. You feel the anger coil around him spill outward, and your vision begins to swim. Let the visions come. A sharp strike against your cheek, and your head hits wood hard. The wet of something rolling down the back of your scalp, thumping in your fur, and Malnage standing over you, fits bald, a flash like thunder, copper in your mouth, and an old man. As equal parts kindness and rage, hauling her back, shouting her down, turning to you, leaning in, and the rage feeling in your thighs. Past, and your vision resolves into the Nekataka street.
Captain, there'll be a bounty of some 4,000 pounds on Rimaro, quick or dead. I'd be willing to cut you 1/10 of that, here and now, if you give me any knowledge you might have stumbled across on your travels.
He glances again at Seraphine. I know nothing about this. F off. Know nothing about this.
Careful, Watcher. You don't want to go making yourself an enemy of the Principe Sen Patrena. Anyone aids our enemies shares their fate, you know?
I see.
Fare thee well, Captain. See you around, Seraphine.
Seraphine. Okay. Wait at that. So we gotta go there before we go to the temple. Okay, you leave the bustle of the cross behind, making your way along the winding path into the Gullet, colloquially called the Gullet. The slums of Nekataka are home to both the Vaparu caste of the city's Hawana, as well as a myriad colorful and unsavory figures built in a great chasm. The heart of Nekataka, it is where much of the city's refuse, litter, and figurative comes to rest. For the time, the path ascends the mountain. Even so, the cramped walls and run-down Havana buildings close in around you, obscuring your view. You come to a dark passage cutting through the mountain, just wide enough to accommodate a wagon. The path here descends steadily into a rock face. After a lengthy journey through the dimly lit tunnel, you come to the gates of the Gullet. The stench hits you first, a foul mixture of rot, stale air, and bodily odors. You notice the guardsman pushing a cart heaped high with moldering food, which must account for some of the smell. Ahead, the home of the Gullet emerges as a collection of lights amid the darkness. You hear the rush of water below, and a frigid breeze wafts from the insane depths like an exhalation. Boy.
Please! I did nothing!
You see a man being dragged along a rickety boardwalk toward a rusty cage that swings over the abyss. He strains his against the guard's grip. The guard delivers a savage backhand.
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
Let him go!
She screams at the guards, but she doesn't dare approach. The man notices her. Her face lights up with shame.
Bia! I'm sorry!
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
Oh boy. Guards drag the Rapari into a metal cage and lock him inside. He shouts and rattles the bars and lowers over the edge of the platform. Eventually, his screams are lost to the depths.
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
Find Biha in the Gullet.
Traveler, have you any food? Surely you've a scrap to spare.
Why is none of my buttons working?
They took him. For what? Bataro's the second this month.
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us?
Oh, here we go. Turn off calm. All of them. Find B. I saw when a man named Botaro lowered into the old city. He shot something at a woman named Biha, but he was sent down before he could finish.
At this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
Taka, the hole. Dale's home, Mikataka, refuse pile, arrows. Listen.
Was taking Bataro not enough for you?
A woman trashes a row of tunics and sargans hanging from the rafters. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips set in a snarl. The clothes are spotless, yet she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting with each blow. Several children huddle together, whispering and looking on with red, tearful eyes.
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
Reaction of anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
How did you know the man who was lowered into the old city? One of the children starts to say something, but Biha shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle.
Botaro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
You begin swatting away at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. Like he was trying to tell you something. I know you're scared, but I'm not here to harm you.
We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels. And fish eaten by ghost eels. Which are you?
He turns away from you, striking the sarong harder.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
Rabbit pops and snaps beneath her fury. Sweat is flying, spattering the shore.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
Pauses to take another couple of swings at the sarong. Can't be all that bad, it's just unjust, the way of the world. What does this have to do with Botaro?
The Rawatayans promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all. Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Botaro said we would finally leave.
She breaks off, her shoulders heaving as he catches her breath. What happened?
I heard a Rawatayan captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Botaro went and found her in the tavern. Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
Boy. Maybe I can talk to... Can you take a different ship?
Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valiants take slaves. They say the Principe smuggle goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rawatayans have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours. Perhaps there is more room for us there.
Rawatayans. That's terrible. I'll see this put to rights. Seduso will listen to me, or she'll taste the edge of my blade. Maybe I can talk to Seduso. She looks at you with the same critical eye she's been giving her laundry.
Everyone knows the Rawatayans are made of brass. They listen only to their commanders. But still, maybe it goes different for you. Botaro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. When he went to bargain with the captain, I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Botaro. Or in someone else's pocket.
I see. Tell me about this captain.
Suduzo. They say she is a traitor. So I thought, but she threw Botaro out. Always Botaro was careful with his words. But a Raparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters.
I see. I could look for him.
I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer, it is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot.
How many of you need passage to Rawatay?
We are 6. 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
There's no one else from the cast to look after them.
Akira. It was so in the village, where Botaro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children. We are 6. Such a strange question. A Raparu child is the child of all Raparu. At least that is the way in the village where Botaro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children. We are 6. 3 children. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? I tell you, I do not know where it is, and I am sure it would be little to someone like you. After what happened, Botaro would sooner have thrown it into the waters than given it to the Mataru or the Ra. If it is anywhere, it is surely with his body.
They approach Captain Sedusa in the tavern, the Gullet about a passage for Biha and the children. Captain Sansa, but after having a try, she says to approach the woman on her arm, but her headed to the coin. Biha doesn't know where it is, but she says this puts his body. I offered it to the Kurobatar in the old city. Biha asked me to help him bring news of his fate. Let's go to the old city first. I think that indicates that time is of the essence.
Be careful. The Gullet is no place for outsiders.
You want down? Go and see Overseer Hitenga. Stand back from there.
Oh boy. What was that man sent below?
Botaro? He associated with foreign criminals. I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But I will be watching her. These wicked sorts overrun the Gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm.
Where does this lift
To
go?
the old city, Kira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep. And the remains of lawbreakers and troublemakers. The Gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies
I
and
want
pirates.
access to the old city.
Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort. Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook.
Nekataka has a rich history, and some of it lies buried. I must see for it myself.
It's your neck, Kira. We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass. Though I urge you to reconsider.
Down. Right. About to enter the slums of the slums. Oh, God. Fuck.
We got
Take him down.
There's a
Sirmas me tomb.
Got it.
Yeah. Boy.
Yeah.
I'll be more than half handy, alright?
Lava beyond
Sirmas me tomb.
Damn, he's dead.
Let's go. Sure. Yeah. On it.
His body has been savaged by many claws and fangs. A cloud of essence hangs over it. You recognize it as belonging to Botaro, the man you saw lowered from the gullet earlier. His soul remnant pulses with urgency. Read his soul. You prepare yourself for the now familiar jolt, and feel yourself pulled into its memory. You're being dragged toward the cage, but you're not looking at. Soon there's nothing else for you. Instead, you look at Biha, furious and heartbroken, where she stands beyond the guards. There's something beyond, and you tell her, but so far. But she's so far, we're sitting farther by the second. You're standing in front of a man. His dark, wizened face reminds you of old leather, but what with embroidery. It's heavy. It's probably more money than you've earned in your entire life. You try not to let it show on your face. You know what to do. The crime lord nods at you. Yes, Diario. He wants you to pay off one of his associates. Bring contraband from the Atra mill. You've done this before, never with so much money in hand. You realize he's still talking. My people are particular about security, but show them the seal you want, and they will let you pass. You pat your pocket for the marked coin. Yes, it's still there. You leave the lair of Dirio the Lean and zip through the narrows, past the Sev, between guards, left at the 4 intersection, and left again to the Gullet. Your hands are shaking. And you're remembering the rumor Biha told you about, of a merchant captain at the tavern. The money is heavy in your hands. It's a risk, but you realize you've already decided to take it. You approach the tavern with your heart in your mouth, realizing that you can't just walk in there holding Dirio's purse. You need to hide it. Fortunately, the rubble around you offers plenty of hiding places. When no one's looking, you clear some stones out of one corner and hide the purse beneath them. There, you'll come back for it once you've made your deal with the Tom. You're almost starting to feel better about it too. As Botaro walks into the tavern, the memory fades, and you find yourself once more looking at
Come along now. I'll guide you through the wheel.
I've got it. Right.
Could be a fight.
Take him down. Sure.
Sorry, friend. Can't.
Ulu Sen.
Sirmas me too.
Exit honor.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Moeth exit honor.
That must have hurt.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
Consider it right fucked.
Let's go.
Aye, aye. Sirmas me too. Captain.
Lavaru beyond seek.
What for, Cap?
There's a wallop.
Exit honor.
Ulu Sen. Lavaru.
This is futile!
Huh?
Exit honor.
Yeah.
Ahoy.
Yes? I don't think I can pull that
Ahoy.
off.
Sirmas
Let's go.
me too. Captain.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Done and done.
Cracked stone face rises from the pool, lichen's cloud and hollows under its broad nostrils. A pale glow plays under the side of his cheeks. Inspect the pool. He's getting an item quest. Coordinate of the depths. This conch is inscribed with the wave and crescent symbol of Andra. The tip has been sawn off and fitted with a silver mouthpiece. When you hold it to your ear, you hear crashing waves and a faint sound of a woman singing. 4, 5.
Scallywags home.
Ugh.
Take him down.
See you.
That was about as useful. As a bump on a pickle.
Another tack, Cap.
Lavaru beyond
Got to keep the light on his feet. Get your ass up, you bastard.
Got it.
Take that.
Yeah?
Everything hurts. Savvy? Like flogging a figure. Futile.
Yeah? Let's go.
Like flogging a figurehead. Futile.
That order's too tall.
Aye. Consider it right fucked. See, that's me too, man.
Take him down.
What for, Cap? Captain? Me too, man.
There's a walloping.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Me too, man.
We got trouble, folks.
Worse than rough.
That's not very helpful.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Yeah?
Yeah. Lavaru beyond seek.
There on your
too, man. Me too, man.
Got it.
No one noticed that, right?
Another tack, Cap.
Yeah.
Wait! I'm not looking for trouble. Not anymore, I mean. And I've not got a weapon on you. See? It's just, you're the first body I've bumped into in days that's actually breathing. I mean, Could it be you're delving for forgotten treasures? Same as me? I followed you. Just a ways. Hoped you were trudging toward an egress. Then the undead spewed up, and I thought you would die. Yet you cracked them like they were nothing.
His boots are slicked with grime, his clothes are filthy and rumpled from several days of wear, and his neck and hands are smeared in places with mud. Neck. Pack rests his heels empty. Most fans, but you're not looking or smelling so good.
I'm loath to admit it, but look, I'm too desperate not to. I've found not a single trinket and no end to this pit since I first crawled down. I thought to follow the rivers out, but the caves are crawling with grubs.
Well, I've wiped out most of them from the western
Yes,
caverns.
right. It's safe to make for the rivers then. Or it's safe as it's likely to get. I'll head downward now. Mayhaps we'll meet again in the darkness? Take heed if you've plans to trudge deeper north. I only glimpsed it once, but whatever nightmare lurks near the falls of the pit, it's incredibly massive, and surely just as mean.
I see.
Sure.
Me too, man.
Bailey's home. Guess this is the slump. We'll head there next time. Comment, subscribe, leave a like, folks.